Welcome to the Mojo Whiskey Bar. You might notice this is not Jamie. This is my lovely wife, Amanda. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. Special edition.
Is it a special edition?
Yeah, and never mind if you hear cats in the
cats
background. It's just what they do sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, special edition. So I asked Amanda to join me because last year she and I decided to do a dry February.
Yep.
And well, for a lot of reasons, but mostly just, kind of
to make sure we're not alcoholics.
Well, that's one reason. And, we're good. So we're in the middle of February right now, 2025. And we decided at the beginning of the month to do the same thing. Now, last year when we did this experiment, I knew there was a huge growing market of zero proof beverages.
It's huge. It's blowing
up
is like crazy.
Huge. Yeah. And you can get cocktails, ready to drink in a can.
Seltzers, ciders. There's a lot of stuff.
Zero proof wines.
Yes.
And I decided at that time, surely there must be zero proof whiskeys. And if you recall, I actually posted the video that Jamie and I did last year where we tasted some.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Now, you'll see there's a couple bottles in front of us today. And Jamie's going to join me here soon to taste a few others. But we picked a couple of zero proof whiskeys to try. So
I'm so excited.
She's so excited. But in all seriousness, I mean, if you like the having a cocktail or a drink every now and then, but you want to give yourself a break, there is a growing market. There's zero proof tequilas, whiskeys, gins, wines, cocktails. You can even go into like the nootropics and the CBD and the THC drinks. There's a lot of those as well. So, do your research, do your homework, but there's plenty of options if you want to be social, but maybe not have alcohol.
Yeah.
So
and I read this article recently, and it was talking about how certain age demographics, like from 21 to 25, this is like the least drinking alcohol.
I know, it's true.
And like
the youngest generation,
time.
They're not drinking as much as, maybe.
Which is good. Good for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sometimes they want to go out and they still want to be social with their friends that do drink. So there are alternatives, which is super helpful.
Right. So let's dive into it, shall we? So this first one is from, I'm not sure you say it, I'm going to say it's Filters, I guess. Philters. And their drink is called whiskey. But it's Whiski. So there it is. And this says zero proof spirit.
5 calories.
5 calories. Right. That is one thing you do have to watch with some of these. There might be a few more calories. I'm just reading some of the ingredients.
Oat chips.
Some of it I don't know what it is.
Adaptogen blends. So that'll make you feel a little
and it's been
floaty.
Oat chips. That's interesting. So, all right. So anyway, we're going to give this a pour.
We might have a chance with this one.
We'll see. Now, when I did this last year with Jamie, we'll share a glass if it's all right. My hope was that I was going to find a zero proof whiskey that actually tasted like whiskey, and I don't think I was super successful in that. So
do you remember what we did though?
Yeah.
He ordered all these zero proof whiskeys, and he wasn't really getting any of the flavor notes that he wanted to. And so we're like, hey, let's just try to make something in our kitchen.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of like different ingredients or whatever. And I think what we ended up making and creating tasted more like whiskey than some of these brands. Yeah,
because if you watch, that's true. Because if you watch Jamie and I on Mojo Whiskey Bar or anybody else that sample whiskey, you always hear them talk about different flavor notes like baking spices and peppery and oak and buttery and vanilla. Mm-hmm. So if you think about all those different flavor notes, one could logically think I can get those ingredients and maybe make something. So I don't want to say I got close to whiskey, but I got closer to whiskey than some of the ones I tried last year. And these are all new. These are two things I've never had before. And then here soon, Jamie and I are going to sample a few others. But give that a little whiff.
All right, a whiff.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's coating the glass there. The color's good.
And Amanda's
kind of smells like whiskey.
Amanda's she's ventured down the whiskey and the bourbon path a little bit. That's not her drink of choice these days.
I'm a vodka girl.
But if she does get into whiskey, she prefers Larceny for what it's worth. So
Yeah,
a nice weeder.
Yeah, it's a weeder.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's not bad.
And it's not super expensive either.
I mean,
I'll have sips of his, often when he's drinking. He always wants me to take sips.
Of the
but
good
it
ones.
depends on if I'm, already drinking my beverage of choice or not, on whether I do or not. But some of them are really, really good. Like the one that I got you, that one.
The single malt West.
I really like that one.
Really tasty. Now on the nose here, there are some whiskey notes on this one. I mean, it's almost got a maple syrupy kind of nose to it, but this does say it has oak chips on the label.
Butter.
I smell butter. It's like buttered pancakes with syrup, right?
Yeah. Let's hope that it tastes like that.
All right, here we go. It's not bad. It's tolerable.
It is not bad.
To me,
it's watery. It's a little bit of a water.
Yeah, it feels a little watered down. To me, it's like
it kind of tastes like whiskey, guys.
It's like a flat cola, a little bit.
But you still get that maple syrup. That maple syrup taste is still there.
But to me, mid to late, there's a little bit of spice, pepperiness that comes out.
Or cinnamon.
Yeah, maybe a little cinnamon. But that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
It is good.
So
it tricks me.
This one's Filters Whiskey, Whiski. And as far as price point, here's the thing that aggravates me a little bit about these. I don't remember exact price point of these bottles, but they're mostly in the mid $30 price range.
Oh, so that's like comparable to like a daily drinker.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
So should a 0 proof whiskey be the same price as sort of that
that's a good question.
That mid-tier-ish price point? I don't know. It seems to me it shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah.
So just know you're gonna, for something like this, you're gonna.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I still taste the maple.
Like this will be fantastic in an old fashioned for sure.
Oh, like to add a little.
Like
bit
if you wanted to turn this into an old fashioned with some bitters.
It tastes like pancakes. I'm not kidding.
Butter pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's still in my mouth a little bit, the taste.
I'll already say that comparing what we've tasted so far, which is one, to what we did last year, we've already found a winner. We didn't find any winners last year.
This tastes very similar to what we kind of concocted in the kitchen, but we had more, what is the star of anise, like more of a licorice taste.
And I think we put a little bit more cayenne pepper in it. Yeah. So, yeah. All right.
It has no burn. That one has no burn.
No burn.
Yeah, no burn.
But it just tastes like a watered down whiskey.
Yeah.
It does.
Exactly.
All right.
Like how I like to drink whiskey.
Yeah.
Like this much whiskey, this much ice, this much water. So.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. All right. So the next one we have here, this is, I'm going to pronounce it Naked Distillery, NKD Distillery.
Wow, spicy.
And it says a whiskey spirit alternative. Let's see what else we got here. Naked is for the free-spirited, the seekers, the curious.
Oh, this is natural
blah, blah, blah.
and organic.
Yeah.
It looks like, I don't really see a lot of ingredients necessarily. Agave, you have natural flavor,
calories.
Whatever those are. Everything's organic and natural in this one, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. Also 5 calories, so
I hope we get a little spice.
Again, this is Naked NKD Distillery Whiskey Spirit Alternative. And, they keep the spirit up with their bottles and their labels and things like that. So I do appreciate what they're trying to do here.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a whiskey bottle, right?
And truth be told, I hope we find something.
The color is different on this one.
Yeah, it is. That
smells a little spicier.
That is good and can sort of be a good whiskey alternative because, we do the dry. I see us doing the dry month
for February
every year or so.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just, maybe it's a Sunday afternoon and I don't really feel like pouring a whiskey, but maybe I want to, have a little sippy sip of something. And I'm not a cola drinker or a soda drinker generally, but something like this might be all right. And I'm only consuming 5 calories.
Now this one smells completely different from the other one. This one does not smell sweet. It smells spicy. I smell some spice notes.
I smell some apple notes on that.
Maybe apple. Yeah.
Getting on that?
Yeah. Apple's a good one.
Apple, and there's like maybe a little bit of oakiness to
almost
it.
Like a pastry, like an apple pastry.
Like a turnover, maybe.
Yeah. But spice. There's spice.
There is some spice. So like apple pie, like the spices that you might make an apple pie with.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a sip.
Allspice and cinnamon and nutmeg. Okay. I don't know if I trust his face. Ugh.
Not as good.
Tastes like flowers. There's a lot
fruit.
of nutmeg in there.
Yeah, there's fruit. I still get the apple. It's like
I get an apple too.
You know, when you eat
afterwards.
like the apple Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
But then it's gone, and you kind of have that aftertaste in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it tastes like to me.
I'm gonna taste that one again.
I don't hate it.
I didn't like it.
Well, comparatively speaking, the
totally apple.
whiskey, but it's strong apple.
Tons of nutmeg or there is a spice in there that is overpowering.
It's really not bad.
This one's I like.
That one's a lot better for sure, but this one's not bad.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, and again, both of these are far and away better than what Jamie and I tried last year. So if you haven't seen that video, we'll put a link.
Yeah.
You can go check that out.
For the real whiskey drinkers versus me.
But being a whiskey drinker, I could tolerate either one of these. You know, if I'm going through a dry month, February, these would suffice, I think.
Yeah. Why do we do dry February, babe? Instead of January, like everyone else.
Well,
does.
I mean, yeah, most people
we're not followers.
Well, there's that. First, February has 28 days. January has 31. Just kidding. No, in all seriousness, you know, her birthday is in January, and oftentimes we might be out of town, and when we travel, we like to enjoy and have a few drinks now and then.
Yeah,
so,
good drinks.
So February is easier for us because, you know,
we don't have a lot going
on. I mean, Valentine's Day is there, but, you know, we
celebrate our love every day.
Every day is Valentine's Day. So, yeah, it's just easier to do it in February. It's a quieter time of year for us personally.
For sure.
I enjoy actually doing the dry month because, like she said, it's, you know, you don't want to get so deep into something like if you find yourself having a drink like, you know, or two every night, you know.
I mean, that's fine if that's your thing.
That's your thing. But for me, I just want to make sure that I'm not going down a terrible path, you know. So it's just a good check. And I feel like it's probably a good cleanse of sorts.
I think it's a good cleanse for the body for sure.
You know, sort of get things, and we're trying to work out and be more health conscious and
for sure.
More cognizant of what we eat, trying to consume more healthy, whole foods and things of that nature. So, you know, we're not getting any younger, but at the same time, we've got a lot of life to live. So we want to be quick and nimble as we possibly can for as long as we can. So, all right. So your take on these two? I
think they're pretty good. I mean, like if you're doing a dry month and you like have a hankering for a little bit of a whiskey taste, I think this would suffice.
Yeah. And I think both would make,
can I pour them together?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to pour
equal parts pretty much.
Equal parts into the other one and just see if that changes.
Again, I like a good old fashioned, and I think you could turn both of these into a pretty decent old fashioned type of drink as well. All right, so mixing them, that's her reaction.
I mean, it's that one that is a little.
It is a strong flavor.
Yeah, it's a strong nutmeggy.
Yeah, mixing them together, I don't like.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
But
have to try it.
Anyway, what do you think? Have you tried any of the zero proof whiskeys or anything else that's out there? Love to hear your feedback. Right now, this is my winner. I guess we'll find out here soon when Jamie comes over and tries the others that we have, if there's anything that's going to beat it. So anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. And thanks to Amanda for being my extra special guest today. And I guess we'll catch y'all again here real soon. So thank y'all.
Bye.